One Punch Man chapter 136 came out a few weeks ago, and that chapter, I must say, was another banger chapter. The art was amazing as usual. We finally got a clearer idea of what Garou is trying to achieve, and overall it was definitely worth the wait. But if you would like to watch a more in-depth analysis of specifically Garou in that chapter, then make sure you check out the video I made on Garou's resolve in chapter 136. But before we start this video, make sure you subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing so far. We hit 150 subscribers a few days ago, which is honestly great considering how long I've started to seriously upload on this channel. But apart from that, let's just get into the damn video. Predicting what will happen in the next chapter of One Punch Man is honestly quite difficult due to how many different events are happening at the same time, meaning that we can switch who we're focusing on in different chapters at any time. But let's just narrow it down. Currently, Saitama and Flashy Flash are still underground, meaning we could be focusing on them in the next chapter. Tatsumaki, Genos, Drive Knight and Psychos have pretty much wrapped up their fight, meaning we could see the final stages of that fight. We also have Darkshine, Child Emperor, Zombie Man, and pretty much the rest of the S-Class heroes outside of the Monster Association hideout, ready to plan their next move. And finally, we have Garou, who was pretty much the main focus of the last chapter by himself, who was under a debris of rocks, and was stating what his goal was, which was to become quote-unquote Despair's incarnate. So based off last chapter, I think it's likely we might get another chapter focused on Garou, but I almost forgot. Fubuki, Bang, and his brother Bomb are also somewhere above the hideout as well. But as I was saying, I think it's pretty likely that we may get another chapter focused on Garou, and I have heard many people theorize that there will be a rematch between Metal Bat and Garou, which I'm sure will happen and could very well be starting in the next chapter. We never actually know. Metal Bat has come out of the hospital and doesn't intend on being defeated, and Garou has also gone under multiple transformations physically and mentally, so I would 100% love to see that fight take place in the next chapter, or maybe in future chapters. There are many ways we can be introduced to this rematch. For example, the face-off could be the very last panel or last few panels of the chapter, which definitely builds tension and obviously makes everyone anticipate the next chapter even more. But although this would be a great introduction for the rematch, the only thing that really makes me doubt this is the fact that so many things are taking place, and Murata could want to switch to a different group and focus on them for the next chapter, which of course is not a bad thing, but it's pretty clear what the fanbase wants, and the fanbase wants a rematch between Garou and Metal Bat. Well, the outcome of the match, assuming they actually have a rematch, will probably end with Garou winning again, because Garou is a lot stronger than how he was before when he faced Metal Bat. Chapter 137 will most likely not start that fight, but may hint towards the rematch taking place. But on the other hand, this chapter may not be Garou's chapter, because bear in mind we still have not seen Saitama really do anything, apart from, destroying Orochi in their fight. But what I'm trying to say is, considering that we're talking about Saitama, he most likely has the most important role to play in this arc, which is him having to eventually be the one to defeat Garou. If you have not seen my video on Saitama's role in the current arc of the manga, then I suggest to give it a watch, because that video is pretty much dedicated to me talking about the final fight between Garou and Saitama. For your information, this is not a spoiler, it's just a prediction I have for the final stages of this arc, which is that Garou will inevitably fight Saitama. But of course, there's no way we will see Garou and Saitama fight in the next chapter due to multiple reasons. One being that Garou still has not reached his final form, and two, the heroes still have not completely killed off the cadres, including Psychos, who is currently being pursued by Drive Knight. Predicting these events for the next chapter of One Punch Man is quite difficult due to, as I've already said earlier in this video, the fact that there are so many different things that are happening at once, which is expected due to the number of enemies they have to take down. But my final prediction for the next chapter is that we will most likely be focusing on Garou again, and Murata may start laying the foundations for a rematch between Garou and Metalbat in the next few chapters. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked the video, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.